Hi, welcome into Love Goddess Tarot. Today's pick a card love reading is going to focus on messages about what's coming next in love, and specifically about a new person coming into your life. Ooh, so this is for anyone who is interested in meeting someone new. So you're going to have 4 choices today. Group 1, let me give you a closer look at your choices. This is the Sun card. Group 2, you have the Chariot. Group 3, you have the High Priestess. And group 4, you have Temperance. So take a moment, see which energy is calling to you today, and then we're going to pull cards for you and see what's coming. Trust your intuition above all else. And if you can't decide on one card and you want to listen to more than one pile, by all means, do that, okay? If you're interested in any of my other offerings, I offer a 6-card private reading where I film it like this and you watch it on a private link right here. I also offer a marriage report where I take ancient astrological techniques and I help you discover who you'll marry based on your birth chart. It's all written in the stars. I can tell you things like the person's personality, where you'll meet, places and locations, as well as signs and symbols around that meeting. So if you'd like that, the link is below in the description box. I also offer a beautiful manifestation candle, which I designed. It uses fragrance, which are specifically, which were chosen specifically because they have the qualities of attracting love. So they're all connected to love and intention and setting your intentions to attract and manifest love. And it's called Love. So you can use a discount code, LOVE, and get 10% off and free shipping. That link is below as well. And I also sell my decks, which you can check out. I've designed oracle decks based on love. I have the Aphrodite Love Oracle, the Goddess Oracle, the Dream Oracle, and the Teacup Oracle. So all of those are listed below. They ship anywhere in the world. And you can also become a member of the Aphrodite Circle. And that's right here, the membership. It's a paid membership here on my channel, and that gives you access to all bonus readings and free extended readings. Okay, so let's get started. 1, 2, 3, 4. The timestamps are below. I'll see you in just a minute. Hey, number 1, let's get started. And don't forget, before you leave today, if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. It's free, it's easy. It really helps me and promotes my channel here. Write your comments below, say hello, let me know what you thought of today's reading. Like this video and check out all the links in the description box. If you'd like to purchase a private reading or if you'd like any of my other offerings, you can watch the introduction. There's a timestamp below that will tell you all about what I offer here, besides my free reading every week. Okay, let's get started. You are drawn to the energy of the Sun card. And the Sun card is a powerful card in the deck. It's really about joy. It's about fun and optimism. It can be about success. It can be about someone younger than you, a younger child. It can be about children. It's connected to Leo energy. It's connected to the summer, to fun, to fire. Let's see how that all comes to play today in your reading about this new love energy. I'm going to start with the tarot. I'm also going to pull some tea leaf oracle messages, and I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do besides that. I'm going to kind of see how it goes today, what I'm feeling. Okay. Whoa. Wow. Okay. Okay, so you have lots of major arcana here. You have the Sun, the Lovers, the Justice, and the Star all coming through in this reading. This tells me that, you know, you're kind of in a big moment of transition, of change. There's a fresh start. There's a rebalancing happening for you when it comes to love. This new love energy is definitely harking back to some sort of past choices, decisions you've made. It's about you getting your power back, getting your creativity back. We have the Queen of Wands right here under the Star. This is about a healing for you. You might have been through quite a bit just personally. It doesn't have to be with relationships, or you may have felt like you lost your spark a little bit. The Queen of Wands is an entrepreneur. She's fiery, she's passionate, she's someone who can take action. She's got a lot of creativity. She's also a leader. She's connected to the sign Leo. And underneath it, we have the Star, which is connected to the sign Aquarius. So it's almost like that's a balancing act too, because we have the balance here with Justice, which shows the actual scales being balanced. We show that like excess of feelings, that maybe keeping all of your feelings to yourself. I feel like that's ending for you. There's something about taking a class, studying, or connecting with somebody at work here. We have the Jack of Diamonds. And so this indicates somebody who's very grounded, somebody who may share some of your interests, or could, you know, be someone you work with. I feel like this person may have recently ended a relationship. They might have just come out of one. And I feel like this is a really great connection for them as well. With the Star card, it's Star and Sun. It's really showing to me that this is a very karmic connection, something that's meant to happen, something that, like I said, is kind of, it's giving you what you deserve. I feel like this is a big time for you to get connected with someone who's more on your level, someone who is going to meet you where you are. I definitely see you being empowered in this connection. And I feel like all of your hard work is paying off. The universe is paying attention. This is a card of success and optimism, right? And so the fact that you were drawn to it shows me that you're ready. You're ready to create, you know, ready to be in a partnership. You're ready. You've been waiting. The 9 here, like the time of keeping your feelings to yourself or dealing with selfish people is over. This is about you really shining. And I do see a big connection for a partnership at work or a partnership in general coming in. That is going to be with someone who, like I said, either shares the same kind of job as you or shares the same interests as you. For some of you, can also be taking a class, a course, doing something very practical. Okay, that's what's bringing you together with this new energy, this new person. They could have earth placements, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and I'm also feeling Aquarius. So those are the signs that have come through for your partner so far. But let's see what other messages come through. Is there any advice for number 1 about this connection going forward? Any advice for you today? Ooh, get in there and have some fun. You have to play. You have to go for it. The fire. So again, we're back to the Queen here. Queen of Wands. We had the Sun, which is also fire, your first card. And look at that. This is fueling your fire. This is about getting in the mix. This is about dating. This is about being playful and fun. You know, sometimes this can be about competition. But, you know, there's no competition for the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands stands on her own. She's the most powerful queen in the deck. So nothing's going to get in her way. So this is about being playful, like being part of a team, doing something that is like showing who you are, not being afraid to kind of show your personality, okay? I think that's a big part of the advice here. Okay, let's look at the tea leaf oracle messages and see what other interesting kind of general messages about love for you we can get today. Okay, clouds, temporary problems. Look what came out with it, rainbow. The most difficult part of his situation is over. Yay! So, like I said, the pushing down of feelings here, the not showing, you know, the breakups, the not showing who you are, being involved with someone who's selfish, or stuffing down your feelings and not really connecting emotionally with anyone. That's what's coming to an end. That was temporary, okay? So that's an important message. And look at that, the clouds and rainbow come out together. So yeah, you know, the star is definitely the rainbow energy here. The queen upright is the rainbow energy. The rebalancing, there's a lot about rebalancing, right? That was temporary. Now it's time for the rainbow. This is awesome. Okay. Ooh, okay, those two came out together. Let's see what these are. Ooh, hidden secrets can harm you, financial pinch. Okay, so you want to be really open and honest, and that's in relationship, and that's always a message with the Justice card, because Justice is all about speaking the truth. Justice is connected to the sign Libra, and it's about wanting fairness, wanting equality, wanting someone to be honest and truthful. So you have a strong message here about that, okay? Let's see what else we have. Peacock, beware of great pride. Okay, so that's connected to the message of the Queen of Wands and the Five of Wands here, right? Which is not being afraid to mix it up, right? Not standing back and being separate, but being part of things, okay? I think that's going to be really important. And ant, work, achievement, success. Yeah, connected to the message here with the Jack of Diamonds, meeting somebody through work, okay? Hard work, your hard work is paying off, okay? So focus on work, focus on things you want to achieve. This is, like I said, very practical energy. It's focused on money, resources, creating things, building things, actually taking them from an idea to putting it into place. That's where your success is coming from, and that's also where the relationship energy is coming from. Okay, now I'm going to roll the astro dice. Let's see if there's any other messages for you today. Oh, look at that. There's the Aquarius. Oh, you got Aquarius twice. Oh my God. Okay, with the star card. And I did say Aquarius was one of the signs. It came up twice. So big message for you. Could be an Aquarius person coming in. We have Neptune. Neptune is that overwhelming water energy that we've all been dealing with Pisces being so prominent, you know, in the zodiac right now, and Neptune just leaving Pisces. We really experienced a lot as a community, as, you know, a group, as a collective, and individually. A lot of emotions, a lot of, you know, clearing out old stuff. So that's done, okay? And you also got the moon. Now, interesting, because you have the star card, you have the sun card, and now you have the moon. The moon is connected to your emotions, to your sensitivities. It's really about also maybe even this big eclipse coming up could shift things for you, because we have the sun and the moon. And when the sun and the moon come together, we have the eclipse energy, which is on the 29th. That's this weekend. So there could be a big shift coming as soon as then. Okay, so pay attention this weekend, see what happens, see who appears a few days before and a few days after, okay, give or take. They could play an important part in your future, okay? Ooh, very exciting. This was a fun reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Please be sure, like I said at the beginning, to like, comment, subscribe, write all your comments below. Check out the links in the description box. If you have any questions, watch the introduction. There's a link in the there's a timestamp below that has my offerings. So go ahead and click that, and you can watch that. describes everything that I have to offer besides these daily free readings. Okay, I'm sending you so much love. I'll talk to you soon. Hey, number 2, you were drawn to the message of the Chariot today. And the Chariot's all about some sort of breakthrough, some sort of movement and change. It's about taking control of the situation. It can also indicate a journey of some sort. And there's, kind of 2 opposing horses, and you are kind of in charge of directing them. Uh-oh, I've got to put in a new candle. Please hold just a second while I do that. Sorry about that. The other one's probably going to go soon. Kind of interesting because we have 2 candles, one went out, and I'm kind of thinking, okay, maybe somebody out there is about to make a big choice or a big decision's coming up, okay? So that's you choosing between 2 things, right? A choice. Interesting. Okay, let's see how this plays out in your reading today about new love coming. We want to know any details about new love for number 2. What's coming for you? Ooh, I love that. 3 of Pentacles. If you watch me a lot, you know that's one of my favorite relationship cards. Solid. It's helpful. Ooh, Judgment. Got some big stuff coming up. The Moon. Interesting. Okay. Major Arcana. Big shift, big relationship coming up for you, number 2. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords and the 8 of Diamonds. Bottom of the deck, another 3, another wonderful 3 for relationship, 3 of Cups. Okay, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Let's take a look at this. Okay. Okay, so what I'm feeling like here is the Moon really talks about trusting your intuition, okay? And it means that I do believe there's some sort of choice coming up for you, possibly a move, possibly a decision between 2 things, 2 ideas, 2 people, a situation. This is about also letting go of your fears. So I feel like what's coming next for you in love is kind of you sort of maybe having done a lot of thinking and reflecting on your life and your relationship situations. You're going to have some sort of wake-up call, some sort of moment where you're like, yes, an opportunity to begin again, a fresh start is coming up. I do think it's connected to work. Now, it's funny because number 1 had a lot of work here too. You have the 3 of Pentacles. This is really, for me, this is a message about work. It's a message about having a team around you. It's about building something for the future. It can also mean that you are introduced to somebody and you meet this person through a friend or through someone else. Like there's 3 of you that are connected in some way at the beginning of this relationship. But this relationship has potential. It has a lot of potential because the 3 of Pentacles is about building a solid foundation. You see those 3 stones. It's like, it's the start of something. It's the start of something solid. So I think that you have an opportunity coming up with a new person, where you're really going to have to let go of any fears you have about connecting. I feel like there's something about a move or a change, whether it's at work or at home, that's really leading to this connection. We have the Queen of Swords here. The Queen of Swords really is about being honest, being truthful. She's direct. She's connected to Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. She's somebody who's a guide, somebody who helps other people. She sees things clearly, and she could be the person that helps you with this or connects you with this person. Okay, there is a lot of work here. As I said, we go from the 3 of Diamonds to the Eight of Diamonds. The Eight of Diamonds is the work card, the somebody perfecting their craft, somebody putting in the work. So I think that there's a big decision coming up for you around work, around what you do. There's something that you are going to have a moment of, you know, kind of that aha moment, or that, wow, I've taken the time, I've looked at things, and you know what? I see things clearly now, and I'm ready to make a choice and a decision about my future. And it's about work. It's connected to work. It's connected to also putting in the work with relationships. So it's like maybe in the past you haven't really tried, or you haven't put a lot of work into them. And now you're like, you know what? I actually want something long term. I want something, you know, where I can actually create a long-term committed relationship. But that's what I see. I see kind of like some sort of epiphany happening, some sort of opportunity for you, making a choice, making a decision. Trust your intuition on this, okay? Look at this again. So there's some celebration, there's fun, there's play coming up when it's connected to love and friendship. And here's a woman. This is feminine energy, the Three of Cups. So this can be women again. We have the Queen of Swords here, coming together to celebrate you, to have fun with you, going out. You might meet someone when you're out together, or you might be connected to someone at a party, at a family event, connected to moms, sisters, friends. There's women here. Okay, there's definitely women, female energy that brings you together in this love connection. Okay, that's what I see. And I feel like there's a very strong sort of emotional connection with you and this person. Now, in terms of signs that are coming through for them, I see Pisces, I see Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Okay, but let's see what the advice is here for you about this connection. What is the advice for number 2? Ooh, look at that. So we have the Three of Diamonds, the Eight of Diamonds, and the Six of Diamonds. More of that solid earth energy. Okay, so the advice here is, look at this. It's like people going to a dinner party and everybody brings something different. It's about being in harmony with others. And it's about helping one another. It's about pooling your resources. It's also about being generous with your money, finances, and resources with other people. So anytime you have an opportunity to volunteer, to help other people, to support them financially, to pay for someone's dinner, anything like that, this is about showing your appreciation for people, and also sharing what you have. So that's the advice here. When you do that, then when you're being generous, that's when this connection really, really has the energy and the fuel. Again, it's connected also to money, so, and finance and work. We have more of that Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. So this person coming in could also be somebody who's really generous, somebody who gives a lot to other people. That could be something you could watch out for. If you meet someone and they're like, oh, I volunteer and, you know, do this and that, your ears will perk up and you'll say, oh my God, Maureen told me about this. Okay, I'm going to pull you some messages from the tea leaf oracle to see if there's anything else you need to know about love in general and just life in general. What's going on? Whoa! Okay, that was way too much. Let's see if I can get a grip on these cards. This is, you know, they're kind of massive, so not easy to hold. Ear, good news. Okay, good news. Again, with the Judgment card. See how the Judgment card is like a rooster crowing? It's like, I've got something to tell you. So again, for you, there's definitely a moment that is positive, a fresh start, a new beginning, some good news is coming. Okay. So, and also, remember I said, listen, your ears will tweak up if the person says, I volunteer and all that. And then we got the ear. So it's like, you're going to hear something. Yes. Ooh, goosebumps. What else do we have for you, number 2? If I could get a grip on these cards today. Okay. Those are the ones that want to come out. desk, pay attention to your work. Oh my God. With the 3 of diamonds, 6 of diamonds, and 8 of diamonds, I said it was so much about work. Yes. Okay, pay attention to your work. Gavel, involvement with the law. Ooh, so we could be looking at someone who's a lawyer, someone who's involved with the law in some way. You could be dealing with something right now. The Queen of Swords is definitely connected to that Libra energy, which is justice, the law, you know, maybe of jury duty coming up, who knows? Okay, January. Ooh, January. January could be a time that's important for you. Parrot, someone will gossip about your secrets. Ooh. Okay, so you want to make sure your friends are those that really support you. Friends were big in your reading today, so I would pay attention to that message, okay? Now, let's roll the after dice, see if there's any other signs and symbols you need to know about today. Ooh, Pisces, the moon, Venus, and Scorpio. We have a lot of water coming in, a lot of emotions. You did have the moon card here, and you have the moon dice. So this is a big message. The moon's about trusting your intuition. It's also about those fears, right? Because our emotions can get the best of us. Our fears can get the best. But if we trust in ourselves, trust in our inner knowing, then we're all good. This is connected to the sign Pisces. And what did you get? The moon and Pisces. So I think there could be a Pisces coming in. There could be a Pisces involved in your story this month, a friend, something like that. You also have Scorpio, another water sign, lots of emotions, and Venus, the planet of love, rules Libra, rules Taurus. So those signs could also be in play, okay? That's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Like I said, don't forget, hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet. It's free. Write your comments below, like this video. All those things are so important to me, to my channel. Also, all the links are in the description box if you want to get a private reading or if you're interested in any of my offerings. You can also go to the timestamp below in the introduction section of today's reading. I talk about all my offerings. So if you're interested, you can do that. And you can always email me. Okay, I'm sending you so much love. Have a good one. Hi, number 3. Let's get started on your reading today about new love coming in. And you were drawn to the High Priestess. The High Priestess, of course, is really the card of our intuition, our inner knowing. She is balanced. She balances the, kind of the material world with the spiritual world. She's got it all together. We love her. And let's see how she is kind of coming in for you, giving some information about what's coming next in love for you, number 3, with specifically information about new love. Okay, what do we have for number 3 today? Wow. Okay, we have her partner. We have the Magician right next door. Oh boy, this is a biggie. This is a biggie. 2 powerful, powerful cards. Oh, beautiful. Jack of Hearts. This looks good. This looks very, very good. Good is kind of an understatement. Wow. 3 of Cups. Beautiful. Wow, wow, wow. 5 of Wands. Love it. Wow. Justice. Uh-oh. Okay, wait a minute. Let me pull one. Let's get some clarity on that. We're doing so well. What happened here? Aha. Okay. Interesting. It's so funny. I almost said, okay, where's the like kink in this? And there it is. But we'll talk about it. Okay. This is an amazing connection. We just have to talk about that. Okay. So the High Priestess meets the Magician. 2 amazing characters coming together. It looks like you're meeting your match here. It looks like someone's coming in that is going to challenge you in some ways, okay? But I feel like you connect with this person at some sort of party, some sort of celebration, friends are around, or family. Female energy is around you when you first meet, or is responsible for this connection, okay? But this shows good times. This shows you being happy, having fun, having a good time. And I love that. I love that energy. Now, the Magician comes in. The Magician is somebody who has some sort of skill, some sort of kind of like the High Priestess, except the Magician is really kind of a warning to you to use your gifts and talents. Like, you have to take all the gifts and talents you have and apply them practically. You can't just imagine them. But the Magician himself comes in as somebody who's very talented, very skillful, somebody who has a lot of charisma, somebody who's very attractive. I definitely think you're going to notice this person right away. You're going to be attracted to them. I mean, the High Priestess meets the Magician. It seems like a match made in heaven. That's why I want to talk about the end of this reading. But so the Magician is connected to the signs Virgo and Gemini, okay? Because the Magician is so closely connected to communication, to being persuasive, and the communication planet in the zodiac is Mercury. Mercury rules Virgo and Gemini. So that's why the Magician is associated with those signs. So the person coming in could have one of those sun signs, okay? Or just be someone who's very, very like a great communicator, someone who's persuasive, somebody who has a lot of like sway over other people, okay? Now, we do have we have the Devil here. So there is some sort of temptation. There is some sort of attachment or control connected to this energy. Now, that's why we go over here and we look over there. So this person could have a lot of potential. They could also have either a connection with an ex or a connection with you that isn't, that has a lot of like, a lot of passion and a lot of excitement, but sometimes it's also, it goes too far, okay? And sometimes this person can veer into being manipulative, okay? And that's what you want to watch out for. But what's confusing is right next door we have the Jack of Hearts, who is, you know, this beautiful energy of romance, of love. There's a feeling here that there's almost, I kind of feel like there could be something almost secretive about this connection, if that makes sense. Or maybe this person has a secret, the Magician, this date that you're going on, this next boyfriend, this new love energy. It's like, is this somebody who has feelings for you that shouldn't? Is this like they're bubbling up from the surface, right? So, is this a reformed bad boy? Is this somebody who is attached at the moment? Like, there's a lot going on here, but there was so much positive that I was confused by it. Okay, underneath it, we have Justice. So what I'm thinking is it's possible this person is going through a divorce or some sort of legal situation, right? Or there's just a need for you to really, really make sure that everybody's being honest, everybody's talking, everybody's being fair in this connection. The Justice card is about balance. You see the scales here, and the High Priestess card is about balance. That's what you were attracted to. So you chose that card. And so there was some message in there for you about, you know, connecting with your intuition. So if something seems off, right, with this new person, just explore it, okay? Because look what's over here. We have the Three of Swords and the Seven of Clubs, okay? Three of Swords. Three of Swords is broken heart, okay? So I didn't like that when it came out. I mean, Three of Spades, it's called in this deck, but Three of Swords. But it's really about moving past some sort of hurt. Now, this could be a past hurt that you're dealing with or this person's dealing with, okay? This could be something that's coming in the future with them, right? Like, is it possible that this could end up hurting you in some way? Possibly. Is it that there is a third party situation that could hurt you, but you need to protect yourself from, or protect yourself from other people? Okay. Like outside forces that are not really happy about this connection. I am going to pull some more cards because this one's a little complicated. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's see, what is the advice here? What's the advice with this person? For number 3. Okay, that was too much. What is the advice here? Wow, okay. Wow, 2 sevens. Definitely a spiritual lesson here for you. Okay. I think that you have to be very realistic about who this person is. This is about seeing things clearly, really figuring out what's true, what's not. Some information's definitely going to come to light about this person. It may be about a past, it may be about cheating, it may be about something. You really need to focus on what's real, what's not, being really fair, weighing things out, seeing things clearly with that Justice card. You know, there are some things you can't control. And to me, it feels like this is a healing step for you. I don't know that it's your forever person. I think that this person has potential, but you can't really date potential, right? It's like you got to date the actual person. So that's what it feels like. It feels like they come, when you first meet, you're going to be blown away by them because they have the magician energy, but they have some sort of secret. You're going to have to ferret it out. There are real feelings there, but there can also be some hurt. So you want to protect yourself and also be very realistic. Ask lots of questions. But I think overall, what it's going to do is really end up empowering you. Okay? Let's get one final card about this person and you. Yeah, you have somebody else coming in. You have the King of Cups coming in. You have a beautiful romantic connection coming in. So it could be that you have 2 people at the same time or close together. You're going to have this magician character who I think is a no-go, but it's going to help you sort of see what's real, what's not. You're going to learn from this experience, but you're ultimately connecting with the King of Cups. The King of Cups is emotionally stable and available, mature person. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, possibly, doesn't have to be, but this is somebody who has a lot of love to give, a lot of Pisces energy here. And it could, start out as a friend or be introduced through a friend. But I think the magician might be a person that sort of is right before the king. Okay, so there's good news, but you might get them at the same time. So it'll be interesting. Let me know, because I definitely see 2 people here. Let's see what the Tea Leaf Oracle has to say. Aha, someone going out of your life, the end of a situation. That could be the Magician. Teapot, deep friendship with someone of the same sex. I told you that there is some female energy around this introduction, and good times, having fun. We have that Cup energy. Horse, short journey. Yeah. There could be some sort of short, distance trip that you're taking, or this person, or a trip could lead to this connection. Broom, new home, new attitude. That's interesting. Yeah, for some of you, there could be a move. You did have those 2 sevens together. Sevens are connected to the Chariot energy. So for some of you, you are moving. Okay, and so that could kind of begin this whole process or lead to you meeting both of these people. Okay, let's see what Astro Dice has for you about, yeah, there's definitely some karmic situations. The North Node of Destiny is at play. Wow, you've got it twice. Yes. And you've got 2. See that? So interesting. And you have Virgo, which is the Magician, and Aquarius. Okay. So friends, groups, the star card of healing is Aquarius, and you got the star card. Wow. Okay. Big message here about healing for you. 2 people coming in that you're meant to date. One being that magician person. Oh, wow. That was fun. I love it. Okay. Please be sure to hit subscribe before you leave, like this video, and write your comments. All those things are really important and help me. And if you're interested in any of my offerings, all the links are below. You can purchase readings, do all that kind of good stuff. If you want to learn about what I have to offer, there's a timestamp below for the intro for my offerings. So go ahead and click that and you can watch that as well. Okay, I am sending you so much love and I'll talk to you soon. Hi, number 4, let's get started on your reading. You were drawn to the card Temperance today, and she is this angel who is pouring water between 2 cups, and the Temperance card really urges you to go with the flow. If you're in a difficult situation, go with the flow. It's kind of that let go, let God energy where you really need to connect with the energy around you and not fight it. Okay, so this is about flowing with it, right? Not swimming up against stream, but rolling over, lay on your back and float down the river. Okay, it's connected to the sign Sagittarius, so there could be a message there for you as well. Now, I'm going to pull some cards about what's coming next in love, specifically with new love. I'm going to start with the tarot and see what we have for you today. What do we have for number 4? Okay, the 8 of Wands, beautiful. That's another Sagittarius message. So got a lot about expansion, maybe travel, fire sign energy, being busy, having a lot going on. Okay, 6 of Swords. That's reversed. Interesting, because you go from a lot to do to being stuck. Queen of Wands, okay, Leo, Sag, Aries, more fire sign energy. Ten of Pentacles, okay, beautiful. Okay, 3 reversed, 9 of Pentacles, Hermit. Interesting, okay. So, just overall, what I have to say is, yeah, that's upright. I just had to check. With this deck, it's sometimes a little confusing. Okay, so we're starting over here with Temperance and the Queen. And this is all about you coming into your power, expressing yourself, allowing things to come to you, but when they do, taking action. Right? So it's finding that balance. You know, there is a lot of balance here with the Temperance message. She's got 2 cups in her hand. She's got 2 cats in her hands. So this is about finding the balance between taking action and being passive. But the Queen is a leader. She knows when it's her moment. Okay, so maybe you have been patient. Maybe you've said, you know what, I wasn't ready to date, or I'm waiting for my moment. I wasn't feeling in my moment. But what I think you have coming up is an expansion when it comes to family, finances, security. This is the card of home, family, lineage. This can be connecting with someone who has a desire for a long-term commitment. This can be connecting with somebody who has a family business or has a legacy, you know, like has a lot of, sort of family money, but also is just firmly rooted in tradition. And I feel like because you are willing to wait for your moment, you know what energy, where to put your energy. And I think you're going to have a lot of choices coming up. And I think you're going to be very sort of particular about who you choose, because over here with the Six of Swords reversed and the Three of Pentacles reversed, I feel like you've felt stuck in a situation, or felt like you weren't surrounded by people who were supporting you, either at work or your friends or in relationships, and you felt really stuck. And the universe is saying, you know what, it's okay to take time to be by yourself. You know, this reading is about new love coming in. But what I see is you connecting by maybe even going online and dating online or through travel. You're going to meet a lot of different people, but you're going to be very, very picky and choosy. When you do meet someone, I feel like the next person is going to be somebody sort of like, not a show off, very sort of grounded and solid, not somebody who's like loud or boisterous. This is someone who's very smart. They could be even a little bit shy, reserved. This is Virgo energy, Capricorn energy, or Taurus, more Capricorn and Virgo I'm feeling. And it could be that you two are both like that. You're both kind of just starting to come out of your shells, literally, because look at the hermit crab here. Nines show that you're very close to your goal. And 10 show major changes for you coming up, new chapters beginning. I do think you're going to have a lot of opportunities to connect, either because you go online or you travel or you're just super busy, and that you meet a lot more people than you have. And that can connect you with this person. But I think being patient for you is really good, and being picky is really good, okay? Because you end up getting what you want. It might be later and longer than other people, but that's okay, all right? That's going with the flow, because everybody's journey is different. You know, some people date their high school boyfriend and get married to that person. Some people get married 6 times. Some people get married once at 40. You know what I mean? It's like there's a lot of different stories, and there's no one right way. So just, I feel like that's your message today. Okay. So let's see, what's the advice here? I think I gave you the advice, but we'll see what the tarot has, and then we'll pull some teacup oracle messages for you. Tea leaf. Teacup is mine. Okay. Yeah, putting in the work, taking your time. Love takes time. You have to build it. You have to actually do the work. You know, and so now you're getting more about that earth energy. You got the 8, the 9, and the 10 of Pentacles. That's slower moving energy. Yeah, letting go of the past. Let go of the past, of the sorrows, of the things that didn't work out or things that you don't have in life, and focus on the things you do have, okay? I see someone coming in who's going to be like that 2 of Cups energy for you. They may start as a friend. There you go. Engagement, love, there it is. Yay. And it's stable and it's secure. That's what you're looking for. Stability. So you have the 10 of Pentacles, which is financial stability, tradition, family. You have the 4 of Wands, which is a celebration. It's the 1111 card. And look, this is a long road. And there's the family celebrating. Look, mom, dad, kids, whoever. This is a card of celebration, a party, an engagement. But look, things can really grow. So I feel like your story might have been a slower one than you've wanted, or had some sadness. But the universe today is saying going with the flow is so important, okay? Because for you, it's a slower path. You're going to meet that person, and this person is going to be solid, okay? But I do see an engagement here in the future. Feather. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. Okay, that's right here. It's what we talked about. Okay. This is somebody who's not really on your team. Okay. This is somebody who, you know, is a frenemy. This is somebody who doesn't have your best interests at heart. So just be aware of that. What else do we have? Ooh, older man. Dealings or relationships with an older man. That could be that 10 of Pentacles. That's Capricorn energy, and Capricorn is older. Saturn ruled. Look at that. the cat, two-faced friend. Again, we have the Three of Pentacles reversed. We have someone you know is undependable and insincere, and you have two cats in your hand. Look at this. Okay, so somebody needs that message. If there's someone you're thinking isn't really your friend, believe yourself, trust your intuition. February could be a big month for you. Okay, it could be when you make this move where you're not feeling stuck anymore. February could be when you connect with your person. Okay, dog, protection from. So look, we have cat and dog. We have a protective energy coming in. This person could even have a dog or be a dog person. That's how you'll know. Okay. Yay, Rose. That's devotion. That's devotion. That's romance is in the air. I love it. You definitely have romance coming. You have the Four of Wands. You have a celebration. It may have taken some time, but going with the flow, being picky, being choosy is going to pay off. Okay? Let's see what the Astro Dice has for you today. You have, there's that, oh, up. Now, did I call it or what? Saturn. What is Saturn? Saturn rules Capricorn. It's older energy. It's father time. It's things that take a long time. Okay, it's connected to this 10 of Pentacles card. That's Capricorn. And look what you got. Saturn and Capricorn in the dice. Okay, so there you go. There's a connection to an older man, Saturn, Capricorn, and Virgo, all earth signs. Exactly as I said. Uranus. There's something unexpected, or there's some sort of change. There's something from the outside that you may not see coming. So that could be connected to that friend who's two-faced. So just be aware of that, okay? Those are your messages. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Please be sure to hit subscribe before you leave, like this video, write your comments below. If you want a reading or you want any of my offerings, all of the links are in the description box. You can also go to the timestamp that says offerings, click that, and you can watch the beginning of the video where I talk about my offerings. You can also email me if you have any questions, okay? I am sending you so much love, patience. Saturn takes time, okay? Saturn goes in 7, 14, 21, 28. It's 7-year cycles. Okay, so if you've been single for 7 years, guess what? Somebody's coming in. Okay, I'll talk to you soon. Take care.